Welcome back, everyone. We are here to do a pick a card reading. What do your guides, your higher self, have to say to you? So we'll have 3 piles as usual. Number 10, Close Encounters. Number 46, The Uncharted Sea. And for pile number 3, Sacred Reverence, number 47. Interesting. Okay, these two might, if you if you're drawn to one of these, you might be drawn to the other. We'll see, but they seem to be a bit of a sequence here. All right, go ahead, choose your pile, and I'll see you there. Reading number 1, welcome. You were drawn to Close Encounters, number 10. The number 10 feels very significant in this card. It's like 10, that's my number. That's probably why you chose this deck. Also, I love the butterflies. It's like they're ready to, it almost feels like transformation. And in a way, it is. This card is about being authentic, being vulnerable, having boundaries so that you're safe in that vulnerability. All right, let's get an idea where things are at. You're choosing a new way. Oh, that's the opposite of fear. You're choosing love instead of fear. Fear is what has maybe been holding you back. So let's get your current energy. King of Swords, very decisive. What to focus on? Queen of Cups. Any challenges? Queen of Wands? Wow. Any advice from Spirit? Nope. Five of Pentacles. And a probable outcome. This is a lot. We're gonna look at them, but we're going to shuffle again. You've got a great probable outcome. 10 of Cups, death, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. Wow. And the card I felt drawn to flip up is the 10 of Wands. So we may see, when we reshuffle, we may see one of these, but those are all very transformative cards. Okay, we do have 2 here. You've got 3 queens in your reading. Wow, this is amazing. So your outcome, we have 6 of Pentacles on the bottom, but your outcome is the Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment times 1,000. The Queen of Pentacles, you've been working on something for a long time. All these queens, king, and look at the one card that is not super authoritative and abundant is your message from Spirit. So we're going to dive in and see what all these messages mean. But there's something that Spirit wants you to look at that's saying, where are you feeling this lack? Where in your world is quite full, it's quite abundant, and it's quite established. All of these cards are very established. They're telling me you've done a lot of work and you're reaping the benefits, but there's one drain in your energy. And let's find out what that is. Okay. Let's find out what that, it's like I can feel the energy here, and this is like, whoa. This is what powers you down during the day. This is what takes you from excitement to, yeah, but this is also happening. I'm actually going to use a different deck. I was recently gifted this Woodland Tarot. So let's look overall. We're going to get a card for each row, but definitely need to put these up a bit. Okay. I love your outcome. That's a lot of sunshine. So for the King of Swords in your current energy, can we get a clarifier? Nine of Wands. You finally just said, I'm done. I'm done worrying. I'm done being perfect. And you're the Nine of Wands. It's like you're almost there. But that is also talking about the Five of Pentacles down here. So it is something that you need to finish. Let's see the Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. We're only going to take the first. And we're going to do that. And for the outcome, this fell fast and hard. We have the Moon. Something still needing to be looked into. All right, let's put this in a nutshell for you, because we've got the King of Swords with the Nine of Wands. And like I said, that's saying you've got this clarity, but there's something that you're trying to finish up that's going to give you full clarity on your life, so that you feel like no matter what comes, no matter what happens, I've got this. And that's been your goal with this Close Encounters with 1010. If you've been seeing 1010, that's finishing. That's finishing. That's what this whole reading is about. With the Queen of Cups, we have the Five of Wands. So this feels like it's around some issue with your heart space. What are you having trouble opening to? There's a part of your life, one part of your life that seems like it's lacking in your thoughts a little bit. You're thinking, yeah, maybe that is something that would enrich my life. And it does feel like matters with the heart. What are you not letting in? What are you not able to let in because of the past? The Queen of Wands and the Death card. This is in your challenges. So there, I don't feel like you really have a challenge here. You've beat this challenge. You've become that Queen of Wands who you're meant to be. The Queen of Wands she's a go-getter. She doesn't need permission from others. Um, she's sure of herself, and she loves being in the spotlight. That used to bother you. Inside, you wanted to be seen, but on the outside, you didn't want to be. And I feel like you've recently conquered that, and you're embracing your Queen of Wands, who's sure, and she's tried things, and she's failed, and she's succeeded, and she's not afraid to fail. So let's look at your challenge, or your message from Spirit. So with the Five of Pentacles, we have the Tower. We have the Tower. So I feel like you already know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's been shown to you. Maybe something's happening and you're saying, oh my goodness, now I know what that is that's holding me back. This can be a quick decision. This can be an aha moment. I feel like you're going to have an aha moment with what it is that you're opening to. And I still do truly feel it is connected to the cups, to the emotions, especially because we have the Moon in the outcome. I feel like, we've got the river flowing, but this jumps out at me on this deck. This card, the trail going back here, this trail is leading to the other side of these pillars. So you can go be with the High Priestess and see what it is you need to see that's hiding from you, that is kind of holding you from this full abundance. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, like that's wholehearted. I mean, that is abundance right there. So you may want to go see what's hiding within you that is keeping you from this full abundance, this full wish fulfillment. Okay, let's get an oracle to round that up with. And I hope that helps because you've done a lot of work. Three queens in your reading. Now, which one is missing? It's the Queen of Swords. So that is perfect. That is perfect. The Queen of Swords is missing. You've got the King of Swords with the Nine of Wands, but the Queen of Swords is missing. That's your clarity. That's your clear thinking out of emotion. That's taking yourself out of emotion and seeing what we just mentioned with maybe visiting the other side of these pillars. And the High Priestess, she is not in emotion. She is in her psychic energy and seeing what she needs to see. That feels exactly with the Queen of Swords missing. That's exactly what probably needs to happen. So we have Peacock and Pride, prosperous and happy marriage. We're talking about the Queen of Cups here and what might be what you're fighting that's missing with that emotional energy. So it's with this as your oracle, that's given me high hopes that you're going to achieve this and find that block. Yes, positive change with the dolphin. Wow, very nice. Positive and happy person in your life. So definitely talking about the Queen of Cups opening up, and let's walk away from this Five of Pentacles. You're going to see what it is. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody, but definitely that Queen of Pentacles and wish fulfillment is coming. It's all resting in your inner space. You'll find it. You'll find it when you're ready, as always, right? All right. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Until next time, take care. Reading number 2, you were drawn to number 46, the Uncharted Sea. I'm just going to read you the key concepts. Stepping into the unknown without a map, moving beyond your comfort zone, choosing to do things differently, trusting in the ebb and flow of life, being in the dark, and letting curiosity lead. The faith that all will be well. This is what I always talk about with letting your passion or your inspiration lead you. I do believe that's how our higher selves lead us to where it is that we intended to go. So I was gifted this new woodland tarot deck with all the woodland creatures, which is perfect. It is summer. We're all outside with the plants and the animals. So let's get your current energy. Knight of Wands, love it. You are ready to leap forward. Talking about being led by your passions. That is almost the definition of the Knight of Wands. Okay, what do we have for what to focus on? 10 of Pentacles. Focus on everything you have. What are your challenges? Queen of Wands. I'd say you have 0 challenges right now. But you may be having trouble getting into this Queen of Wands energy. We're going to find out when we get clarifiers. Guidance from Spirit. You've got 2 Wands here so far and 10 of Pentacles looking good. You are ready to jump in. Wow, King of Cups. And possible outcome. 6 of Wands. All right, let's get some clarifiers so we can see exactly what's going on here. I love it. It looks like you're this Uncharted Sea, number 46. It's like you've chose a direction where you're going to be more seen. All right. And this isn't the first part of your journey. This is well into your journey, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. This doesn't just start out of nowhere. This is something you've been working on a long time. So let's look at your current energy with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands leaps in with fiery energy. He's not waiting to ask around. Is this something I should be doing? And he is accompanied by the Knight of Cups. This is something close to your heart. Where are you going? What is happening with you? The Five of Pentacles is coming out today in your what to focus on. So this is okay. The cards are speaking. Wow, 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 wow. 2 tens in here. 3 of Pentacles on your challenge. Wow, this is a great spread. So let's start from the beginning. We're looking at your current energy. The Knight of Wands. Again, jumping out. You've got fire and water, and they are working together. This is the key to life. Balancing, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, the key to life, balancing your fire and your water. Does your water drown out your fire? And vice versa? Um, so this is a balance. This is a balance that needs to be, you need to strike this balance between fire and water. That's your current energy. And this is one of the first times these two energies have come in so strong for you. It's very passionate, but it's something dear to you. It's something dear to you. What are you bringing forward? And what to focus on? We've got two opposites here. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of balance going on here. Fire and water, from the pendulum swinging from one end of abundance to not having any abundance at all. It's this pendulum is swinging in your reading. You are going back and forth. It's like you put one foot on that ship, you're ready to head out into the unknown, and then you're like, oh, what if there's a hole in my boat? Or on the other hand, what if I find hidden treasure? It's balancing that between, that's what these two pentacle cards are talking about. So what are your challenges? Do you have any challenges? Doesn't seem like it. In the beginning I said, looks like you don't have any challenges, but it might be working with others. Your challenge right now might be showing what it is you have to other people. It might be working with others on a project or something that you are, this thing that you are launching, where you're heading out to. Does it require help from other people? You might be leery of sharing that limelight or trusting people to do it right, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so that might be in your challenge position, but let's look into your advice from Spirit. And Spirit is saying you are in a place of love. Your heart is open. You've gone through a lot of hard times in life that's taught you how to embrace. I want to say this right, because this is an abundant heart. This is overflowing with love. This is very open. And because we have the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Wands, I feel like this endeavor is helping to open your heart and bring you this fulfillment where you're kind of missing it. This is what might be missing in your life, is this full heart. Because when that heart space is fully open and you're able to receive all this, it leaves way for the unknown. It leaves way for things that can happen, like the 5 of Pentacles show, but it also leaves way for the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, where all these amazing things can happen. So you might be leery there, but by being extra careful, it's also blocking that extreme joy that can only come in by taking that chance. by jumping on that boat and let's go floating forward instead of focusing on the hurt. Sure, there can be hurt. Where there's love, there's grief, you know. But you know that, and something is opening here and is very exciting because for your outcome, we have the Six of Wands, which is the victory card. This is being seen. This could be you going out dating and or it could be your business, and your business is being seen because you're ready to jump into that unknown and say, I'm launching this before I know how it's going to go. We have the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card often, but for me, fours are foundation, and Four of Wands is your very foundation, your home, your happiness, your foundation of feeling safe and allowing you to go forward in that energy. It's really, this is a beautiful spread, you guys. But it can only be accomplished by going into the unknown and feeling like, well, it'll be what it'll be, and I trust in the outcome. Yeah. All right, let's get an oracle card for you. Surround yourself with positive energy. This is all about energy. Exchange energy to create abundance. And this falls right under the Three of Pentacles. I want to get one more for this side. So this is about exchanging energy with others. So this could be about showing what you've got, before you know it's going to succeed. Take care of your needs with winter. I love this arrow. This is very directional. Arrows are directional, and you're surrounding yourself with protective energy. As always, we need one of these little guys because I love them. This feels very secure. This is about you taking care of the balance in your life, and the rest will sort itself out. Whoa. Okay. We have 2 that are turned up. 3. We'll take them and we'll put the rest back in the deck. Waves. Interesting that you've got the uncharted sea and you've got waves with spiritual self. Strong emotions are hidden behind the surface. That's what we talked about. Soul mirror. Insight into a long-standing problem. Exactly what we've been talking about with this Five of Pentacles. What is holding back this movement into full abundant joy? Comfort, house. Wow. Physical structure and to emotional well-being. Comfort. This is what this is what is hard to leave. That well, I know this is safe. I'm going to stay here. Where your spirit's saying, yeah, but what if you jump on that ship and go? What else can you see? Yeah, it's something a lot of us really don't feel like we can do. So you decide, but the outcome looks amazing. I see a lot of success for you. Take a chance or two maybe, but the decision is always yours. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Till next time, take care. Reading number 3. Let's dive in. You were drawn to number 47, Sacred Reverence. This is about following your passion. This is about following your inspiration. I'm actually just going to read you quickly the key concepts. And it is inspiration coming through you as a result of reverence, joyful living, exploring possibilities with curiosity, spiritual passion, manifesting from the starting point of the realm of spirit. which in a nutshell is following your passion. Okay, let's dig in. My beautiful new Woodland Tarot deck I was gifted. Thank you very much. 7 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. You have been sticking to your guns, but you're ready to choose a new way. Let's look at your current energy. Yeah, you were ready to be done. Choosing a new way. 9 of Wands. Absolutely. What is, oh, we've got the Sun falling out, Queen of Wands, and Ace. What to focus on? We've got the Knight of Wands in your current energy. What to focus on? Justice. Getting your, what's coming to you. Wow. Okay. And any challenges? Right. It just falls down. Judgment. Right away, we have 2 major arcanas here. Justice and Judgment. Your challenge is coming into what is yours. Wow, it's to see your kind of your day of reckoning. Interesting. Lots coming forward. I love this card. This is a bit of a transformation card, isn't it? And I love that it's in the middle and it falls beautifully under the sacred reverence. This Judgment. What is your calling? Are you heeding the call? That's under your challenges. Okay, and your message from your guidance from Spirit. Something to do with the 7 of Arrows. Maybe you've got some stabby energy around you. The outcome, 4 of Arrows. This is a much needed rest coming. You might be experiencing some negativity energy wise around you, and feeling like, okay, do I really want to get deeper into this whole spiritual aspect of living? Because sometimes there can be some pretty stabby energy that comes with that, trying to discourage, And it's like, oh my God, I just want to go back to not knowing anything about anything, or being in that kind of spiritual mode. So I feel like that's what the 7 of Arrows is about for you right now. We're going to get some clarifiers. Queen of Arrows on the bottom, and one more shuffle. Okay, King of Wands on the bottom. This is like walking in your righteous fire, you guys. This is a powerful one to pick up, kind of where you're standing right now. And it's all to do with your spirit and what it is you are ready to accept, because all decisions are we have free will. We come with a plan. I do believe that, and I'm not telling you what to believe, but I believe we come with a plan, but we still have free will while we're here, so death and rebirth and the world. This is transfer freaking mation. And the world is an ending for a beginning. This is a huge new chapter. It's actually a whole new book. You're not being told to step into. This is your higher self saying, we planned this. Are you ready to go forward? Ace of Wands and the Hangman fall out here. So let's look at your current energy. The 9 of Wands. So you're done with the old way. Yeah. We have a brand new way trying to come through, and that's the Page of Wands. Okay, this one came off too. So we're taking all 3. to clarify your current energy. We have the Page of Wands. This is a whole new passionate idea. This may be something new to you. This living through your inspiration. Pages are all about new, a new idea coming through, a new inspiration coming through. And with the Queen of Swords, you're likely getting a lot of clarity over it or waiting for that clarity, wherever that falls for you. But we have the Four of Wands. Look at all the wands. You have three. This is doing. Wands are doing. The King of Wands up here. So this is requiring you to put out energy and just be certain. You'll have a certainty around this new way of living, even if you don't know where it's going. You trust the energy around it. You're the way some I just keep hearing the ways of the past. It's that time is ended, and the Four of Wands is a brand new foundation. That's your current energy. You're like, I'm changing. I am changing. So let's look at what to focus on here. We have Justice. So, and we know justice is about getting what you've got coming to you. Good or bad, it's about getting what we, what we've got coming. So let's get some clarity on that. What to focus on. This is getting what you've got coming. We talked about what you planned before you came to this life, but what you plan to do. And with that, we have the Star. The Star comes after the Tower. The Star is hope. The Star comes when you've been through it and you're like, oh, but you see why you've been through it. This is where you can begin with a new spark, a new star, and bring in that happiness with the Ten of Cups. This is what you've got coming to you. We talked about the Justice bringing you what you've got coming. What you've got coming is this, a brand new spark. And let that spark be spirit driven. Let your higher self spark that new beginning for you. Beautiful. Okay, let's go into your challenges. Judgment is heeding the call. What has been calling you? Are you heeding the call? Let's get a couple clarifiers. So we've got the High Priestess. You may need to go into your depths a little bit and get out of the emotion and just see what it is you need to see. There's a lot of major arcanas floating around in your reading here. So with the High Priestess, it's going into the depths and having a look and using that as your tool to bring you forward rather than your emotion. So are you heeding the call? Maybe the call involves your intuition. Another major arcana with the Chariot. Wow, this is going to come in. If you spend a little time in meditation, you're going to see quickly what it is you need to see, and it's going to be coming in hot because we have the Chariot followed by the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles in your advice from Spirit. This is Eight of Wands is like a mini chariot. It is like coming in fast. It's messages, it's direction. You may be getting outward direction, but it's for this new start with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is about a new start. Can you see this Emperor here? It's sitting on the bottom. We're going to shuffle again. But so with your advice from Spirit, you're going from the Seven of Arrows, which is the Seven of Swords. That kind of stabby energy. Is somebody talking about me, or is weird stuff going on around me energy wise? Like I need to clear that. But I feel like once you choose to clear that energy, there's no stopping you with this new beginning. Interesting. So this one flew out somewhere. Okay. The Tower. I said the Star comes after the Tower. The probable outcome. I'm going to put this in the advice because we haven't started this yet, and this came out while I was asking for this column. So I do feel like this idea, this clarity that we just talked about coming through hot and fast, it's part of the Tower. It is this happening so fast, and it's so solid that you have something's happening, and you're like, wow, if I ever doubted in my higher self or spirit before, I don't anymore. After this Tower with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, is like, I have no doubt, and I am flying fast going forward, especially with the Emperor on the bottom. That is very stable, and there's no stopping you. That's the advice from Spirit. When you get this, always remember it. In fact, maybe write it down, write your story down for yourself. So for the outcome, and we just set this over here, not sure why, but it's working with others. So maybe some of you are, your new venture is working with others. Let's have a look at the Four of Arrows, which is the Four of Swords, which is a much protected rest. And then up and go, the Knight of Swords. So take that break. I feel like it's going to be short-lived. You're going to be like, okay, I got to get rolling on this new way of being. And we've got the Nine of Swords and the Lovers. So this is, you're going to have a little back and forth on your clarity. You're going to be like, let's go. And then you'll say, oh, wait a minute. What if that doesn't work out? So being in this sacred reverence doesn't mean that suddenly you're like a monk and you have full, movement forward. You're just like, oh, no, you're a person. So you're going to have this back and forth with the Knight of Swords. But I feel like a big, solid decision coming in after that back and forth. And we have another page. And this, you're starting with a page, new idea, new movement, and you're going to a Page of Pentacles following the Ace of Pentacles. So it's something you're thinking like, wow, this is already being started to be established. We can see the roots coming off the Ace, and you're turning it into a new venture, a new way of being. A lot of Pentacles here, a lot of Wands. So it's just getting secure with that connection between you and your higher self. And we have Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. All right, let's get a couple oracles here. But this looks great. This has been in the making since the beginning. And if you're feeling that pull that we talked about, the Owl. Warning to proceed with caution. Misfortune. This is that energy around, that stabby energy. It's like, ooh, look at all the stuff going sideways. Maybe you better not. Maybe you better just stay in your current lane. I really feel like that. I really feel like that with the Owl. To me, the Owl has a whole different meaning, but you can see what it means for you. You're worried about this maybe going south, like we said with the Nine of Swords here. The Fox, independence. Work harder on your goals. Okay. Greatness. The Crown. Honor and recognition for your talents. So recognize ability to forge ahead in life. Do you see the unsureness in these cards, but you power through it and you go with what you're feeling. Your body is a barometer, not necessarily your emotions are pointing you to what needs to be looked at, but use your body as a barometer. And if you feel like, I don't know why I feel self-assured, I don't know why I feel like going forward with this, that means more than this disruptive energy that is trying to kind of scare you away from taking on this powerful kind of wand, as we're talking about. On the bottom, we have new beginning with the spider. I love it. This is not an easy journey. We see that, the little back and forth, but you've stepped your toes into this a couple times along the way in your life, but now it's coming through strong. And if this reading's hitting you, you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm seeing this right now because I've been feeling this strongly. So I hope that helps. Good luck in your journey. And until next time, take care.